In a faraway town many years ago, there lived a girl named Maya who lived a life of hardship and isolation. She was a constant reminder to her stepmother and stepsisters of the mother she had lost at a very young age, which was probably the cause for their dislike towards her. Maya was born with deformed hands. Her deformity made it difficult for her to do even the simplest of tasks, and impossible for her to write, and hence her family saw no point in sending her to school. Instead, she was assigned the most grueling tasks around the house and on the farm, chores that required no finesse but plenty of labor. One fateful day, while cleaning the house, Maya accidentally knocked over a beautiful ceramic cup, shattering it into pieces. Her stepmother's face turned red with fury as she scolded her harshly. "Can't you do anything right? You're just as useless as you look." The words stung like a slap across her face. Maya picked up the pieces, her deformed hands trembling, and retreated to her room. Alone in her small, dimly lit space, she broke down. She wept bitterly, cursing her life and the day she was born. She missed her mother, the only person who would have understood her pain, and wished for an end to her life. She cried and wished for death to release her from this life's hardship. As her tears flowed, the room darkened and an ethereal glow filled the space. A figure materialized before her, both terrifying and unearthly. Yama, the god of death and justice, stood tall and imposing. His form was enveloped in dark, ethereal armor that seemed to absorb the light around him, yet he glowed with an otherworldly radiance. His face was grim and serious, eyes like burning coals that seemed to peer into the depths of her soul. In his hand, he held a massive weighing scale, perfectly balanced, symbolizing the eternal equilibrium of justice and retribution. "I heard your plea for death," he intoned, his voice echoing with a gravity that sent shivers down her spine. "But justice demands that you deserve a chance at life. Therefore I offer you a gift." Overwhelmed by his divine and fearsome presence, Maya fainted. "I heard your plea for death, but justice demands that you deserve a chance at life. Therefore I offer you a gift. Your gift will touch souls. Your name will echo walls. But remember, each gift carries the weight of a moral call." Maya woke up the next morning, still feeling the weight of Yama's divine presence. She thought it had all been a dream, until she picked up a piece of charcoal. Her deformed hands moved with a grace and skill she had never known, creating art more beautiful than she had ever imagined. A voice echoed in her mind, a solemn reminder from Yama. "Your gift will touch souls, your name will echo walls. But remember, each gift carries the weight of a moral call." Maya's life took a miraculous turn after her encounter with Yama. Her deformed hands, once a source of shame and limitation, now seemed to breathe life into the canvas. There was something about her art that touched the very soul of anyone who saw it. Even her stepmother and stepsisters experienced a change of heart, their harshness melting away in the face of Maya's newfound gift. 2 years passed, and Maya's fame grew exponentially. Her paintings were not just art. They were experiences that transformed the viewer. Galleries clamored to display her work, and soon enough, her art was selling for sums she had never imagined. With fame came wealth, and with wealth came a transformation, not just in her art, but in her very being. Everything seemed to be going well for Maya, but she couldn't bring herself to forget her past. Although her stepmother and stepsisters had changed, a small corner of her heart still held a grudge against them. This grudge grew as she became more and more well off, to the point where she began mistreating her family. Now wealthy, Maya left her family home and bought a new house, filling it with her beautiful paintings. It served as both her residence and an exhibition gallery, attracting rich merchants and even royalty who came to admire her artwork. On the night of her grand exhibition, the event compere asked her who she would attribute her success and luck to. Maya's response was cutting. She claimed her success was solely due to her own hard work, and went on to describe her family as the anchors that almost drowned her talent. This public humiliation was too much for her family, who left the exhibition in disgrace before the grand reveal of her masterpiece. Maya then unveiled what was supposed to be her magnum opus, attributed to the deity who was integral to her success. But instead of gasps of "away," the room filled with murmurs of confusion and fear. The painting was a chaotic mess of dark, ominous colors, a nightmarish portrayal that unsettled everyone who looked at it. Humiliated, Maya rushed to check her other art pieces, which were once vibrant, but now looked like horrible, chaotic scribbles. Soon after, disaster struck. Maya's new home, filled with her art, burned down in a mysterious fire. Everything she had worked for was reduced to ashes. She realized she had paid the price for her arrogance. Her home and her magical gift of art were gone. Filled with remorse, Maya sought out her family and asked for their forgiveness. To her surprise, they welcomed her back with open arms, acknowledging that everyone makes mistakes, but what matters is making amends. Encouraged by her family, Maya returned to traditional methods, working tirelessly to rebuild her skills and reputation. She practiced art every day, determined to regain her skill. With her profound knowledge of color, texture, and shape, she went on to teach kids and new artists, recording her knowledge in a book and sharing it freely with art schools. Many art aspirants gained knowledge through her books and teachings, and Maya's students became well-known artists. Her reputation as a great art teacher spread far and wide. Years later, while painting in her modest studio, Maya felt a familiar sensation. Her hands moved with a grace and skill she had not felt in years. She knew she had regained her magical gift, but more importantly, she had found her balance. She smiled, whispering a thank you to the winds, knowing her gratitude would reach Yama, the god of death and justice. Dear listeners, thank you for joining us on this transformative journey. If this story touched you, we invite you to be part of our storytelling community. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's story. Share it with friends and family who you think would appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an enchanting tale from us. Your support fuels our creativity. To carry a piece of this story with you, visit talesandgifts.com. There, you'll find a variety of items inspired by our tales. Each purchase helps us bring more stories to life. Until next time, keep the magic alive. Goodbye, and may your life be as inspiring as the stories we share.